Testing 1, 2. Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to Northwest Arena in Jamestown, New York, where Nickel City Hockey Network is proud to bring you live coverage of the Upstate New York Collegiate Hockey League Division III Semifinals featuring the Canisius University Golden Griffins and the SUNY Geneseo Knights. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here today. I am Sean McHugh, thrilled to be back in the booth here today to deliver you the call of this afternoon's action. Joined here on the call by color commentator and producer Aaron Alpern, camera operator Jeff Jezerowski, live from the NCHN broadcast booth. Aaron, yesterday was an exciting day of hockey here as the playoffs got underway, and all signs point to a lot more of the same today as we get going for a Saturday start to finish full of playoff hockey action.
Yeah, Division II quarterfinal action yesterday. We had two games go to overtime, a thrilling back and forth game between Niagara and St. John Fisher that we had on the Nickel City Hockey Network last night, expecting day two of the playoffs here from Jamestown to be just as exciting. And this matchup featuring Canisius, the D3 West champions, coming in with a 9-1 divisional mark against the second-place team from the Central Division in Division III, Geneseo, 4-1-1 during regular season division play. Figures to be an excellent matchup here. A date in tomorrow's finals is at stake as both teams getting ready for the first period and opening faceoff.
It is an exciting weekend of hockey here all over the world, especially in North America with the gold medal game tomorrow. But here we get some playoff hockey to rev that engine and get ready to go as we will head down to ice level for the national anthems. All right, and after a riveting tribute to our nation, we are just about ready for playoff action to begin between the Canisius University Golden Griffins and the Geneseo Knights. Starting goaltenders for this afternoon for Canisius, it will be Matt Hurley, number 40 for the Golden Griffins. He will come into this game with a record of 6-5 for the Golden Griffins, and then at the other end of the ice, it will be Jacob Feifeld. He comes in with a record of 5-1 here heading into postseason play. And we are just about ready to get this matchup started with a berth in the championship tomorrow on the line.
Geneseo getting here by virtue of winning the 2-3 matchup in division play. They knocked off Alfred State College 5-3. It was Carter Speranza breaking a 3-3 tie about halfway through the third period. They got a late goal to make it 5-3. Punching their ticket to the semifinals, and they get the West champion Canisius as both teams try to find a date in tomorrow's final matchup.
Canisius on the attack early heading in as a man blows a tire here, and we are going to get the puck down below the Geneseo net as we have a tie up down below the goal line. Puck is picked up, and looking to get on the outlet is going to be Geneseo, but Canisius hard on the forecheck to start. Nick Woods, the incumbent Golden Griffin, leading play, looking for a tough angle shot, gets blocked, heads into the corner where LaRock looks to kick it down below the goal line. Fatzinger shot from the point on goal, steered away into the corner, but the puck is picked up again by Nick Woods. Woods looking for LaRock, sends one to the front of the net, nothing there. Fatzinger jumping up from his point, takes the shots, blocked into the corner. Nick Woods picks up the puck again, steers it down low for LaRock. LaRock on his backhand, gets a rough ride into the wall, and now Geneseo is going to break it out with Herring. Herring through the neutral zone, and that's as far as he goes as Mason Clark makes a defensive play but overskates the puck and takes a run from behind, but Canisius picks up the puck and is going to head through the zone. Pass a little too far ahead, but the Golden Griffins did get their stick on it as they will head for a line change as the Knights start the breakout. It is Nathan Sucher heading over the blue line, but he makes it just as far as the blue line before he's rejected, and the puck heads back into the Canisius defensive zone.
First time in the offensive end of the ice for Geneseo so far. Good first shift for Canisius, setting the early tone.
3-on-2 coming the other way for the Griffins. LaRock looking for the far side pass. Good defensive play, and Geneseo looking to come back in transition. Here's the pass looking across, not connected on, sending it through the slot. Nobody home, but the puck is kept alive there by Geneseo for now. But now here come the Canisius with Grant. Grant chips it ahead, and then Tyler Bouchette is going to head into the corner. Shields the puck off initially, and then here it comes. Aaron, it's a Geneseo game when the puck is nowhere near the play when somebody calls down. Some things say consistent, and Canisius heads to the penalty kill immediately as it is Bobby Dickey taking the penalty 20 feet away from the puck.
Yeah, Dickey wasn't involved in the initial play there. It was two different players that were engaged along the blue line as the play went deep into the Geneseo zone. Dickey coming over to lend a hand, I guess, and that's what caught the attention of the referee. So we get a Geneseo power play here early on. Canisius with the early setting of the tone with good offensive zone opportunities early, and now Geneseo gets to go on the man advantage a little less than 2 minutes in.
Yes, Geneseo and Canisius, both teams, very physical, very high-intensity teams. Not at all surprising that the physical play starts less than 2 minutes in, and we're going to get our first look at the special teams for both Canisius and Geneseo.
You would think that these teams had played a couple of times during the regular season based on how quickly the animosity got up there, but this is their first meeting this year.
No, and it is the playoff season, so animosity is ratcheted up, and let's see if cooler heads can prevail here on the power play, as it is going to be Geneseo retrieving the puck by Oliver Harvey. Harvey looks to send it through the neutral zone, not able to connect, but a good stick lift, and it keeps the breakout alive initially until Canisius. Great job back checking by LaRock. He's just going to launch the puck down. Puck is played with a high stick, and Canisius is just going to let him touch it, and we are going to get a defensive zone face-off here in Geneseo. And while we are waiting on that, if you do enjoy the content you receive here from Nickel City Hockey Network, please do us a solid, like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Find us on Facebook and Instagram as well, as we would be thrilled to bring you this hockey event as well as far others throughout this and further seasons.
Plenty more action coming up today on the Nickel City Hockey Network. The D2 semifinal matchups at 2:30 and 5, and then the bookend of the day's action is the 7:30 D3 semifinal game. Jamestown Community College taking on Gannon in that matchup.
Oh, they expect that one to be intense too. Big fan base coming in for Jamestown Community College as Geneseo looks to establish possession here on the power play. Not going to get too far with that as Riley Fatzinger rips it around the boards as we are halfway through the penalty kill here for Canisius as Oliver Harvey picks up the puck in the corner, and again, breakout passes are not connecting, and Canisius is just volleying the puck straight back all the way down the ice as we now have 40 seconds to go in the Knights power play. Here come the Knights through the neutral zone, getting the puck in deep, and on the forecheck they go. Canisius on the backhand. Takes a big hit, but he does reverse course, but the play is kept alive by Geneseo. Canisius looking to clear. Good keep there by Jake Herring. And here comes Speranza with a shot, and the first big save of the game by Matt Hurley sees him flash the leather, and he will hold with 15 seconds remaining in the Geneseo power play.
Took about a minute and a half, but finally Geneseo getting some activity there on the power play, getting it finally set up with the formation, with the man advantage. Good look there. Maybe one extra pass could have resulted in a better look. Let's see what they can do with the last 15 seconds of this power play.
Carter Speranza looks to win the faceoff, and Geneseo does get possession. Shields puts one on net, nobody home, and Speranza gathers the puck in the corner. Down low he goes to Shields. Shields looking for a man in front, finds Speranza, but good collapsing defense by the Griffins for now, but the puck is kept alive by Roberts. Bryson Roberts pivoting, looking for Speranza. Speranza takes a shot through traffic. Somehow, Matthew Hurley was able to pick that up through a sea of shin pads, drops his pad just in time, covers up, and that will do it. A great job on the initial penalty kill by Canisius as Geneseo had a little bit of trouble initially, but towards the end of the power play, they did get 2 quality scoring opportunities, Aaron.
Let's see if they can get any momentum from those scoring opportunities and the way that they finally got it set up in the last 30 seconds of the man advantage. Late change here coming in from Canisius, center being excused from the draw.
Jackson Guck wins the faceoff for Geneseo, back to Roberts. Roberts splits 2 defensemen, takes a shot, and Hurley makes another toe save. Puck kept alive by Geneseo. Puck is flagged down initially, but Geneseo is starting on the forecheck. Geneseo starting to get their pressure legs as they're sending the puck down low. Here comes Kevin Krause. Out into the neutral zone it goes, and Geneseo flips it back in as Jake Crozier heads in for Canisius. Nice touch pass, and here come the Griffins through the neutral zone. Gavin Baumgartner looking to send one cross ice, nobody home, but he chases in after it. Looks to keep it alive initially, but here comes a 2-on-1 here for the Knights. O'Brien over the line, takes the shot, and that was played beautifully by the Canisius defenseman. There was no opportunity for a pass. Goaltender Hurley smothers the angle and holds on for a whistle. Well-executed defensive play to spring the 2-on-1, and then Canisius counters it with textbook defense on the defense of the rush.
Yeah, Canisius having to deal with that quick transition play from Geneseo. The Knights turning defense into offense very quickly, but a well-played 2-on-1 from both the defenseman and the goaltender. And now the offensive zone face-off for Geneseo as they're applying some pressure after that power play seemed to allow them to get a little bit of momentum, get their legs under them in this contest.
And Militello, 2 sneaky ice burners right on the pad of Matt Hurley, 2 big pad saves. And now Canisius is going to try to look to ratchet up the pressure to create some offense of their own. Nice backhand breakout pass through the middle, and a good back check there by Canisius to spin it back, but it just gets as far as center ice before Geneseo sends it in where Mason Clark gathers. Mason Clark, 7 months from now, will be a family member of mine, as I am fortunate enough to marry into the Clark family. Shout out to all of my lovely family members back home in Buffalo, as the puck is sent through the neutral zone. Pursuit on the puck, but the puck is gathered. Initially, little hoppy beans in the puck right here, but Geneseo is able to gather it out. Here they come again. Knights gaining the blue line. Break slamming, looking for the cross-ice pass. Good defensive skate there by Canisius. Puck's in front of the net, and it was on the backhand of the attacking forward. No shot opportunity gained. Physical play starting to ratchet up again as the aforementioned Clark, dealing with 2 Geneseo Knights in his corner. He gets it out to the point. There's a cross pass and another step up there by Riley Fatzinger as he lets the forward know he's not going to give him an inch of ice right there. Bryson Roberts backpedaling into his own end, flips one through neutral ice into the Canisius zone, jumps over the stick of Clark, and now he's got a race for it. Clark and Speranza into the wall. Clark wins the battle initially. He's going to try to break it out here, but Speranza relentless on the forecheck, not allowing the puck to get out of the zone. Now the puck heads out into neutral ice where Roberts has to kind of hustle back, get on his backhand, and he's dealing with a dogged forecheck there by Nick Woods, and that is something Geneseo is going to need to be aware of, as here comes LaRock looking for Nick Woods, but great defense right there by Carter Speranza to take the puck off of Nick Woods' stick. That is going to go as far as an icing, as we have 13 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the opening period.
A little bit less than 7 minutes in, and it's starting to develop into a defensive battle here. Both teams doing a good job in the first half of this period, making sure they're getting the proper numbers back defensively, trying to outnumber the transition opportunities on offense, not only being in the proper position, but
sneak attack right there, and way to be on his toes there by Jacob Feifeld. Sorry, Aaron. I don't think anybody expected the puck to squeak out like that. Feifeld, that's in that tough spot for a goalie where it's under the armpit where he can't get his glove on it. Heads up focus there by the Geneseo goaltender.
Especially because I'm not sure the puck ever touched the ice off the drop there. It just got deflected a couple of times straight up into the air and right at the netminder.
Vitello going cross, looking for Bobby Dickey, but he loses the puck, and that's cleared all the way down into the Canisius end. This will not make it far enough for icing as Vitello picks it up behind the Canisius net. Vitello chips it ahead. LaRock going to head in on it, but it's going to be Geneseo through neutral ice. Good breakthrough pass, but Canisius converges on it, but the puck gets down low. Here comes Stucher. Puck hits a Canisius leg and is sent up the far boards, and it's going to be Nick Woods looking to lead the offense. Nick Woods takes a shot from outside, saved there by Feifeld with the paddle. Yeah, Nick Woods brought his skating legs today. He is all over the forecheck right now. He is the one thing Geneseo has had a little bit of trouble dealing with. And the puck is kept alive initially by Canisius. Puck finds Nick Woods. Woods from the dot finds a trailer, and Jackson Grant was 1 second away from having a glorious scoring opportunity. Grant again from a tough angle. That one hits the stick as Vitello and Bobby Dickey are just going to keep the play alive. Big heads-up stick right there, and the puck is sent through the neutral zone, but nobody there to pick it up, and Vitello just calmly grabs it, looks for a pass up ice for Tyler Boucher. He's not able to gather it, but he does touch it up before there's no icing, but Geneseo is going to be skating through neutral ice. Collision down at center ice. The puck finds its way into the Canisius defensive zone where it's picked up by Vitello. Vitello looking for our buddy Ronan Hoffmaster. Good to see him, except for he's on the ice and not here with us in the booth. He sends the puck in down low, and Canisius gets on the forecheck. Hoffmaster coming on in. Oh, and he got his pocket picked right at the last second. A great defensive play by Sam Militello. Here's Clancy through neutral ice, sends one in, high dump in, and it's going to be Militello picking it up on a sharp angle. That hits escape, but finds its way back to Schwartz with the shot. Oh, rebound right through the goal crease as Militello has been all over the ice for Geneseo. Militello looking to the front of the net. Oh, did that go in?
No, that was right at the junction of the post and the crossbar. The referee right on the spot making the call.
Good call by the official. Hard to see here. Geneseo, though, looking to maintain their pressure, but Canisius is going to race for it at the blue line, and the Griffins win the battle, and here comes Bouchetti. Bouchette takes a shot, and again, I don't know if he fanned on it or if the defender made a nice play. The puck is steered into the corner.
I think it was a little bit of both.
Hoffmaster, backdoor pass it goes. What a save by Feifeld. Ronan Hoffmaster with a no-look pass right to the doorstep. Splitting post to post was the goaltender Feifeld to make his best save of the game, and it's going to result in a clear and an icing as we're just about halfway through the opening frame.
Had to thread the needle with that pass from the near dot across the Royal Road all the way to the back door, and great read to get over there by the netminder, keeping this one a 0-0 game almost halfway through the first period.
Face-off is won by Geneseo. They're going to look to get it out to center ice. It was kept in initially. Klar from neutral ice sends the puck in down below the goal line. Here comes Geneseo. Oh, they got a man behind the defense. Here's Speranza with a shot. Rebound in front of the net. And what a save there by Matt Hurley. Speranza got behind the defender. Kind of looked to sneak one right by the skate. Hurley makes the initial save. And then the cavalry comes to make sure he's able to find and cover the puck. First stretch play that we've seen hit on today, and I expect to see plenty more of that today.
Looked like Canisius was comfortable being in good positions in the neutral zone for that regroup play. Being in good positions is only part of it. You have to make sure that you keep an eye on those guys that try to break through in those seams.
Mason Klar up the wall he goes, looking to start a breakout. And that was a really nice play by Bryson Roberts. Fends off two Griffins, then he gains the zone, but he throws a blind pass through the middle of the ice, easily intercepted there by Riley Fatzinger. Fatzinger gets it up the wall, and the puck is sent to neutral ice as Geneseo is changing. And then Shields sends the puck up. It goes for Herring. Spun in down low by Owen Allaire, and it's going to be the forecheck led by Geneseo. Big hit again there in the corner, as that's another thing I expect to see plenty of. Turnover in front of the net. There's the shot off the bar. Franco Justinich gets in. That is the second bar Geneseo has hit today, as Matt Hurley is going to turn around and thank his best buddy there to bail him out a second time.
Geneseo certainly getting more than just their legs under them in the last 8 or so minutes after that power play that seemed to allow them to really get their life in this game. They've slowly started to ratchet it up, and they currently have the advantage in terms of shots, adding another one right there from the point.
Braden Yanks looking to send one through neutral ice to lead a breakout. Canisius is going to gain the line here. 3 on the back check there for Geneseo, and the puck finds its way into neutral ice. More physical play here on the near side wall. Puck is just kind of lockstep here in the neutral zone as Geneseo is going to look to get through the zone. Nice move initially put on a forechecker, but Canisius just whips it all the way back. And then here they come. Vitello with a shot, blockered away there by the Geneseo goaltender. Puck is laying in front of the net. Geneseo just trying to get the puck out as we've got a penalty called by the far official here. There was some chaos in front of the net, so we're going to see what the call here is. The penalty is going to Geneseo. We got a charge on Geneseo, and Canisius is going to get their first crack at the man advantage today.
Well, the power play for Geneseo was a key ingredient to them getting settled in here in the first period. Let's see if Canisius is able to grab back some momentum with their first opportunity on the power play. Just waiting for the time to be put up on the board. There it is. Griffs are now ready for their man advantage.
Nick Woods is going to lean in to take the faceoff for Canisius, but it is going to be Jackson Guck who wins it, and the puck is whipped all the way down the ice. Hurley's going to slow it down, and Tyler Bouchite is going to lead the windup for Canisius. He's by the initial forechecker. He's got a head of steam. Bouchite, oh, great stick right there by Owen Allaire, though. Calmly takes the puck right off of the attacking forward stick and neatly lifts it all the way down the ice as Nick Woods is going to try his hand at leading the breakout. Nick Woods turns the puck over immediately, and then Guck is going to turn the puck back over, and this is just going to lead into a breakout for Canisius. Shot into some shin guards, but down below the goal line it goes. Blind look at a pass here. Vitello hustling to the blue line to keep it alive initially. Now he's got work to do, and he prevents a huge breakout, but the puck is sitting there in that gray space as Guck is going to track it down in the corner and just going to fire it around the wall, and will find its way to center ice, where Nick Woods has a little trouble finding it. Now he gathers, and Woods heads into the zone. Woods, from a tough angle, drops it for Larocque. Woods gets it back. Looking for a man, he finds Ronan Hoffmaster. Back for Nick Woods. Nick Woods takes a shot, hit his own man in front, and the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. Ooh, Hurley, careful, bud. Hoffmaster, the Batavia Notre Dame product, skating out from behind his own goal line. Finds the breakout. It's going to be Larocque. Larocque inside out move. He's got some space. Larocque, tough angle shot saved there by Jacob Feifeld. Jacob Feifeld making every save he's been asked to so far as Hoffmaster's going to look to lead a breakout. Hoffmaster showing off some stick handling as he gains the blue line. Ronan Hoffmaster fends off a check, heads down below the line. Hoffmaster looks to send it to the far side, sends one to the front of the net, and a big save there by Feifeld. Whoa, from his backside. Another shot finds its way to the net as Canisius is throwing everything but the kitchen sink right now at Geneseo. Although they did not find one, Aaron, that was a very productive power play for Canisius, getting 3 high-quality scoring opportunities.
Very similar to the Geneseo power play, which took a little while to get going, but when it did, the wind in their sails was carried forward after that power play and seemed to be a big part of how the rest of the next 6 minutes or so went.
Hoffmaster looking to create some room for himself. Gets two-handed by Clancy. Somehow he's arguing that. Does not matter. That's a slash by every definition of the term, and Canisius heads right back to the power play as Ronan Hoffmaster showing some puck skills and then gets two-handed, and now it's going to be another Griffs power play with 6:23 remaining here in the first period. And once again, if you do enjoy the hockey-based content you see here on Nickel City Hockey Network, please do like and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
I can at least see his argument. It's not a great argument. He was going for the puck, but he essentially did come down with both hands in that two-hander fashion. So not a surprising call, but a good block from one of his teammates here in the early going.
Owen Allaire has had an outstanding period defensively for Geneseo. Speaking of great defensive play, Aiden O'Brien with a nice stick, and the puck is sent all the way down the ice where Vitello picks it up. Vitello taking his time, letting the breakout sort itself out, and he will pop out from behind his own net and send one through neutral ice. Nice reverse hit there. Nick Woods, there's a little 2-on-1 here. Nick Woods lays down the defender, but an unbelievable back check right there by Jaden Gargagna. Nick Woods did a nice job setting that up, and a good back check prevents a tap-in scoring opportunity. And now here comes the forecheck for Geneseo. It's going to be Bouchite. Through neutral ice he goes. Bouchite on his forehand, looking for the cross-ice pass, decides to wheel around the net. Geneseo doing a great job taking the middle of the ice away and keeping everything to the outside until right there when the puck gets through. And I don't know if that was a save or if it got fanned on. Either way, another scoring opportunity created by a cross-ice pass. We have a hand pass called on the play as we got a whistle here with 55 seconds remaining in the Canisius man advantage.
Bobby Dickey sneaking in from his point position to get that great look from the far corner across the crease toward the near side. Great save by Fifield as he has been a perfect 9 for 9. Both goaltenders perfect in this one so far. Canisius now with the edge in shots, 9-8.
Jackson Grant in the corner. Gets it up for Hoffmaster. Hoffmaster finds his man down on the far side wall. Space created by LaRock. He's on his forehand, takes a shot, plays in front of the net right there, and the goaltender Fifield keeps his pad down to make sure nothing sneaks under him.
Weird bounce.
You're seeing a little bit of that today here. Hoffmaster on his point, finds LaRock. LaRock shielding the puck away. He's got Hoffmaster calling for it. Hoffmaster again looking to distribute, looking for the back door. I don't think he got as much on that as he wanted to, but he did get it down below the goal line. Physical play continuing, no surprise here, but it's Canisius maintaining possession. Carter Speranza hustling in, knocks the puck off of the Canisius forechecker. Now they're just going to try to whip it out, but Hoffmaster was on his backhand and he was just unable to keep it alive. Hoffmaster's in trouble right now, 2-on-1, but he recovers beautifully. Not even a pass gets across, and now Canisius has some numbers. Hoffmaster again, he's been everywhere, plays onside. Hoffmaster on his backhand, pivots, looking for a pass. Through the crease it goes. That's the third time Hoffmaster's put one through the blue paint here. Man standing in front of the net. Good defensive play just to shove his man Jackson Grant out of the crease before he could put the puck on the net. Here's Clancy. Through neutral ice he goes. Clancy takes a shot for the far post, just misses. Plays kept alive by Schwartz. Geneseo looking to get some pressure. Man blows a tire right there, and Canisius is going to send it all the way, but it's kept in there. Oh, nice move there by Veteran. A shot and a nice block made by Canisius. Play still in front of the net, as now there's just chaos. There's 4 Golden Griffins in the box right here. Plays to the front on the back door. Man, if someone gets their tape on a stick, it's a tap-in, as here come the Griffins. Nathan Geis, he's got help with him. Geis takes the shot, and he wasn't able to get it on net. Gavin Baumgartner keeping the play alive. Geis takes a shot from the point, steered away by Fifield. Geneseo looking to break it out. Pass wasn't clean, and Canisius is able to get into position. Baumgartner throws a hit, and with that, Canisius maintains possession as they get the puck through neutral ice. It's about as far as they go as the puck is sent back to center ice into the Geneseo zone as they go D to Shields. Shields looking to send one through neutral ice. Geneseo had 3 forwards up, but Mason Clark's the one who comes up with the puck, but he's not able to connect on his pass, but the puck had some backspin on it and is not going to make it as far as icing. Will Shields has some time and space, gains center ice, looking for the blue line. Gains the line on his forehand, looking to wheel around, looking for a pass in front. He gets it to the front of the net. Here comes the shot by Geneseo, and it's deflected over the crossbar. Mason Clark gets his legs taken out from under him, and that is going to send Canisius back to the power play with 2:09 to go. That is a little unfortunate for Nathan Sucher, but if you get a stick in the blades of a skate and the guy goes down, they're going to call it every time. And like I said, right here at the latter end of the opening period, Canisius will get their 3rd attempt at the man advantage.
3rd in a row as well in terms of the power plays, as Geneseo having a hard time maintaining that discipline there in the offensive zone, taking the tripping call after a couple of shifts of pretty intense back and forth play between these two teams. The intensity and the excitement here ratcheting up in the early going.
Canisius looking to set it up down below the goal line. It's Nick Woods. Gets on his edges from an angle. Looks to send one across, had a little too much zing on that, and it finds its way out of the zone where Vitello has to retreat to center ice. Vitello with a forechecker right in his back pocket, goes D to D, then we go back across, and then here comes Nick Woods. Nick Woods, he is dangerous. There's the shot, and a nice block there by Will Shields, and the puck is going to get to center ice. Ooh. Here we go. Here comes Geneseo. It's Guck. Guck looks to go across, and Nick Woods takes him as Guck and Woods go to play physical. Guck gets the puck to the front of the net, and they're not able to connect on the bang-bang play. Vitello, that play was read beautifully by Bryson Robertson. Here he comes. Roberts on his backhand, finds a lair and a huge save right there. O'Brien sneaking in, gets behind the defender, and a great save there, shorthanded by Matt Hurley to keep this game tied with 1 minute on the dot remaining here in the Canisius power play.
It might be the 3rd power play in a row for Canisius in this game, but all of the first minute of this man advantage has been more in favor of Geneseo. A couple of really good scoring chances, a man down.
Herring takes a shot for the far post, just misses. Allaire sends it down low for Hoffmaster. Hoffmaster, as Geis just kind of gets it knocked off his stick, and Hoffmaster's going to barrel down to retrieve it in his own end. He finds Geis. Geis saucer pass to the blue line, and then it's kept in there by Canisius, but again, another great defensive play by Owen Allaire, but the puck does not get out. Neat little passing play as LaRock takes a shot that goes up high. Bodies crashing everywhere as the puck is in the slot, as LaRock keeps it alive for the Griffins. Looking for a tip play in front, looking for Jackson Grant, and another big save there by Feifeld. LaRock. There's a shot for the far post, and again, I don't know if it was the goaltender stick or defender, but Canisius is really trying to hit that backdoor play. LaRock from the angle. Feifeld plays the angle, and then 3 Geneseo players decide to hit the Canisius player high for being in the crease.
Grant definitely
he's down right now. He got hit way high.
Grant went in there looking for a rebound, but I would say he went at it mildly at most, and the reaction was
not warranted at all. I am
10
sorry.
times.
I wish I could say this is a surprise, but this is what you get with. I don't want to say it, but y'all know where I'm going with this. That another over-aggressive play, hit to the head. We don't need this. Hopefully, the player, it appears that it is Jackson Grant, is a little shaken up. Was there a penalty called, Aaron?
Well, we have a couple of different conversations with referees going on. The only thing I see happening right now is that the faceoff's going to come into the neutral zone.
So that definitely implies that there was no penalty on the play. I mean, I am all for protecting your goaltender, but you don't need to cross-check somebody in the temple just for being near your goalie.
Good to see him get back to his skates and not needing any help to get off the ice, but certainly a dangerous-looking play there in front of the Geneseo net.
Yeah, somehow, some way, nothing called on that, but it is what it is, and we have 10 seconds remaining here in the opening frame as the face-off has come out into the neutral zone. Still looks like they're sorting something out. It looks like Canisius is trying to get set.
Grant staying on the ice?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
I'm surprised that there wasn't a penalty called there because there was a bit of a high hit, and then to see
is he going to get a shot?
Oh, my.
Let's hit. And they hit him again. Ay.
Interesting end to a pretty entertaining first period.
Very interesting, and it is par for the course for the Knights to ratchet up the physical play, warranted or not, but we were treated to an exciting opening period as it is at 0-0, but plenty of action, plenty of physicality. We are going to step away here for a moment as they resurface the ice. But before we go, once again, if you do enjoy the content Nickel City Hockey Network provides for amateur, high school, and college hockey, please go to our YouTube page, our Instagram, or our Facebook. Please like and subscribe so we can provide you all of the best hockey content there is on the internet. Once again, the score, the Canisius University Golden Griffins 0, the Geneseo Knights 0. We're going to step away for a moment, and we'll be right back for the second period. And welcome back to Northwest Arena in Jamestown, New York. We are just about ready for second period action between the Canisius University Golden Griffins and the Geneseo Knights. Thank you again for joining us here on Nickel City Hockey Network for this afternoon slate of UNYCHL playoff games. I am Sean McHugh, here to deliver you the call of today's action, joined again by color commentator and producer Aaron Alpern, camera operator Jeff Jezerowski, not live from the NCHN broadcast booth. Although we didn't get any goals, Aaron, there was certainly no shortage in entertainment, both on and off the ice.
And we got some entertainment going on off the ice right now, and I can lend a little bit of a thought as to what this is. They have both the iPad and the program, the referees that is, and they've skated over to the Geneseo bench. They're trying to determine who's who on this Geneseo roster because there are a lot of numbers that don't exactly match the names that are on the roster. There are a couple of duplicate numbers. There are a lot of question marks in terms of who's who in terms of broadcasting the game. The referees have also picked up on this same thing, so see whether or not they're able to get things sorted out a little bit better down there at ice level.
And while that gets sorted out, we would just again like to let you know that if you do enjoy the content for amateur, high school, and college hockey brought to you from the Nickel City Hockey Network, please go to our YouTube channel, our Instagram or Facebook pages, and like and subscribe so we can continue to bring you all of the action from varying levels of hockey, bringing you exposure through all of the great players that are now able to be exposed to the public eye on our broadcast network. So again, like and subscribe at nickelcityhockeynetwork.com, as now the referees are heading back over to their crease to consult the timekeeper, and we will see if we're any closer to a resolution on this.
No, they're still they still have the iPad out, and they're doing some editing there at the Geneseo bench. And now the question is whether or not we're just doing bookkeeping here and making sure that everybody is properly identified there, or if we're actually going to see any sort of punishment for not having a properly made roster. I mean, I was confused in the first period trying to determine which number 41 we were supposed to reference there. And
Aaron, I don't think we can confirm 100% who it is in net for Geneseo.
That's also true, because on our roster we have Fifield as wearing number 30. The netminder in goal right now is wearing number 1.
So, Jacob, if you're listening and that is not you in net, well, you're getting an A on the project when you're doing nothing for it. You're welcome.
It's been a while since I've seen Fifield play, but my recollection was that he was a right-handed catching goalie.
Oh, as a left-handed shooter, those are so annoying. You can't go backhand on those guys.
So let's see what comes out of this one. We do have plenty more hockey action coming up today. I guess we would say we're running ahead of schedule at the moment, but this might put us a little bit behind as we get things figured out. Coming up at 2:30 here on this same rink, it will be Redeemer taking on Cortland in a Division II semifinal matchup. The second Division II semifinal matchup will come up at 5 o'clock. That is St. John Fisher squaring off against, who's Fisher playing?
A moment. I have the internet.
This was information that was all at my fingertips not long ago today. So I should be able to get this one. Fisher
will be playing SUNY Jefferson. Those two teams are coming off a very exciting games.
Yeah, JCC won in overtime in the first game on the main rink yesterday. St. John Fisher winning over Niagara 5-3 in the late game that was here. Our late game tonight will be Jamestown Community College at 7:30 squaring off against Gannon, as seems that we maybe now have a little bit more order when it comes to the names and the people on the roster. The conversation at the Geneseo bench has stopped. Referee is now over at the Canisius bench conferring there and making sure that any messages that need to be conveyed are passed along to the Canisius coaching staff. And now back over to the score box and giving the scorekeeper the iPad and the notebook back, and now we see what comes of this.
So yes, after a very exciting first period, we are kind of stuck sitting on the tarmac waiting for the plane to take off here. Looks like the rest, they are triumphantly leaving the referee's crease. That can only mean one thing, and we are finally ready for second period action as the Geneseo Knights will be attacking in their blue and gray Georgetown University-looking uniforms, and then Canisius in their, would you call those, a modern throwback-looking uniform? They are very nice. The yellow numbers make it hard to see some stuff, but that's more of a me problem and not them. If anybody remembers, it's been a minute since I've been fortunate enough to bring you the calls of hockey. I am very big on uniform matchups. It's one of those arbitrary things that doesn't mean a whole lot, but to me it does. And we got a good one here today for the most part. The edge is going to Canisius just because I like the old school look. What about you, Aaron?
I think, yeah, you're right there. The Canisius ones, those are pretty clean-looking new uniforms. It's hard to really go wrong when you have a new look like that. That kind of is that modern throwback as you described it. Those are a good-looking set that they got there. And now we have the continuing conversation regarding the Geneseo roster continuing as one of the Geneseo players is now heading back into the locker room, one of the 41s that was referenced earlier. Let's see if we have a jersey switch coming up.
Wow, a different kind of drama to start the second period here, Aaron.
Well, this is one of those.
Oh, Riley Fatzinger is not happy right now either. Like I can hear him from up here. He's vehemently arguing something. Like he had to. Like his teammates are separating him from the refs. I wonder what's going on.
Yep, penalty coming up on Geneseo.
Well,
this would be a protocol violation.
Yeah, and I feel like delaying the you-know-what out of a game is delay a game. And
well,
on top of other things.
It's one of those simple bookkeeping measures that you should be able to handle as a team to make sure that you have the numbers that players are wearing properly noted in the game day roster.
I mean, did your beer league team ever have an issue with the numbers? I've never had this issue ever, so it's different to me. Anywho, Canisius being gifted their fourth consecutive power play, and they get a fresh sheet of ice to work with it as Nick Woods and Jackson Guck will lean in for the faceoff. Woods wins it clean, and Vitello's going to go D to D, and we are underway here in the second period from Northwest Arena. Owen Allaire, he was noticeable in the opening period. He looks to send it out, but the play's kept alive. Here's Nick Woods, over for Vitello. Back it goes to Woods. Woods, I think he was expecting someone to be there for a 1-T. Geneseo might have some numbers here. Woods, great back check. He was the only man back, and he prevents a 3-on-1, and Canisius maintains possession on the power play. Good stick there by Geneseo, and this time the puck is going to make its way all the way down the ice, and Canisius is going to have to tag up and reset as Vitello gathers the puck behind the line. Outstretched for Woods, but he's going to get the puck on the touch pass, and the puck jumps on him. Looking for O'Brien here on the toss play, but Vitello a good step ahead of him.
Canisius penalty behind the play here.
Oh, boy. You can't be doing that you cannot be doing that if you are on the power play all the way down the ice. What do we got here?
Well, now I'm trying to determine exactly who the call is on.
It's Nick Woods. Aaron, I'm going to be honest. I didn't see what anything Nick Woods did. What I mean by that is I didn't see what happened, so I'm not sure what the call is.
I only saw it out of the corner of my eye as the play was leaving the Geneseo zone. A couple of Geneseo players and the one Canisius player getting tangled up there. The interference call being made as Woods, I guess best way to describe it, knocked the player down well behind the play, but right in front of the referee. So we'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 4, and then it's going to be Geneseo getting the power play.
LaRock in a race for the puck with, I'm assuming that's going to be Shields.
I think that's a safe assumption. It says Shields on his jersey, even though our roster had him wearing number 2.
I'm going to go with the lettering. Oh, that was dangerous too right here, but it's picked up right there by Matthew LaRock. Matthew LaRock dealing with pressure from 2 Knights, but he comes out of there with the puck and chips it ahead for Fatzinger. Fatzinger with a sneaky shot for the far post. That goes wide, but Mason Clark keeps it alive. Clark floats one on net. Blocker save by the goaltender. Here is Carter Speranza, but he's got company in the corner. He does get the puck up to his teammate, though, and he whips it all the way back to Shields, who does a nice job just sidestepping the forecheck, and he's going to calmly send the puck through center ice. Oh, but he misses everybody. But the linesman is saying a Geneseo stick was able to tap the puck, waving off the icing.
First penalty expiring now. Geneseo with an abbreviated power play coming up.
This is how they got it started. They created some chances on their power play. Let's see if they can work with this in the next 45 seconds. Henning gains the line, takes the shot, glove down. A little bit of difficulty keeping that one contained, but Hurley, no worse for wear, is able to pounce on the puck in the crease, and we are going to get a whistle as 43 seconds now remain in the abbreviated Geneseo power play.
Innocent-looking shot. Nobody there to pick up the rebound that surprisingly came out, and it's an offensive zone faceoff coming up for Geneseo. Let's see if they can get the power play set up here with some efficiency.
Roberts takes a shot through traffic, hits legs in front. Hurley makes the save. Vitello gets his pocket picked. Clancy's in front. Oh, and the pass is a foot behind him, and he couldn't wire it, but Shields keeps it alive at the line. Down low it goes from Guck, looking for Clancy. Clancy on his backhand. Nice stick there by Hoffmaster, and here he comes. Hoffmaster finds Bichetti. He's got him on his hip. Bichetti across. Scores! Tyler Bouchette on the breakout pass. Turns on the Jets, backhand to forehand, slides it into the back of the net, and shorthanded, it is Canisius with the 1-0 lead.
We've been talking about all the power play advantages in this game, how both teams have been getting good life and good opportunities with the man advantage. In this case, though, it is the shorthanded opportunity that is finished with style, too, for the Griffins as they take the 1-0 lead here early on in period 2.
Ronan Hoffmaster has been dealing the puck today. Another great breakout pass. Bichetti wants more. Bouchette takes the shot, going for the ear hole. He just missed that as the goaltender, Feifeld, kind of had to pinch his shoulder against his helmet to make sure that puck didn't squeak behind him. Tyler Bouchette looking to get two on the same penalty kill, looking to pull a little Steve Sullivan, but I wonder who he would chirp in the crowd after he got his second shorthanded goal. Aaron remembers that game, don't you?
That's a few years back there, Sean, but yes, I do.
Yeah, a few years, 25 years.
A few decades.
Yeah, it's all right. When NHL hockey was truly great.
Still is.
It is, but never mind. I'm a 90s kid. Anyway, Allaire gaining the line. He's got some help. Cross it goes to Guck with a shot, and a big glove save made by Hurley. Hurley recognized the shot was coming up high, and instead of going straight to the butterfly, stayed up in his apex stance just long enough. All he had to do was stick up the glove like a first baseman, and he keeps it a 1-0 Canisius game.
Excellent look there in transition as Geneseo gained the line with numbers. Got the one guy driving towards the front of the net, the cross-ice pass right onto the tape of Guck, and a great save to keep it a 1-0 Canisius lead.
Yangst looking to find Joshua Conta. He is unable to hit him. The puck is just outstretched, and that is going to lead to an icing as we will get another face-off in the Canisius defensive zone as Gannon looks to rebound from allowing the shorthanded goal and to get this game back even.
Looks like a set play off the face-off there for Canisius. Unable to connect on the pass. We'll see whether or not they try to run that play again in the withdraws in their own zone.
Play to the front of the net, blocker save made by Hurley. Allaire keeps the play alive at the blue line for now. We're going to get a race for it, and it's going to be gathered there by Militello. Stick taken away there by Yangst, and now here comes Conta. Conta looking to get ahead of steam. Allaire, though, again, my lord, that gentleman has a very, very active stick, but it's Conta looking to give himself the shot, and the puck just slides off the tape. Roberts, nice move to get around the backchecker, takes the shot, and Hurley sticks it to his torso, no rebound, and we're going to get another whistle as Geneseo looks like maybe allowing the shorthanded goal lit a fire, and looks like there's just a little more jump in that first step for the Knights.
Good play there by Roberts to gain the line, getting around the defenseman and then hunting down that puck, getting the shot away quickly, maybe trying to catch the netminder before he could get settled, and good save though as
we've got a 44 and he just takes the shot. That is Perez. Okay. Oh, that's a great tape job. I love that.
Yeah, I was going to try to let that one go.
Yeah, to quote Bear Grylls, modern problems require modern solutions, as a good physical play right there by Schwartz creates a turnover. Puck is chipped down low as Fatzinger's going to go to the wall, but it's going to be, there's a penalty. The App saw that a mile away, as it is going to be Carter Speranza getting his legs taken out from under him. No arguments here, as Geneseo is going to get an opportunity to head back to the power play, as it is going to be Noah Clayton taking the penalty for the Golden Griffins.
Last time it was Geneseo on the power play, it was Canisius getting the game's first goal. So certainly going to keep an eye on what the Griffs can do shorthanded, but also Geneseo getting enough looks on the power play to really get their formation settled and to practice it a little bit in this game. Let's see if they're able to put all those looks on the power play to their advantage and really get something set up here this time.
Shields keeps the puck alive here, but it's going to be Canisius easily sending it all the way down off the stick of Riley Fatzinger. And it's going to be Bryson Roberts picking up the puck. He's going to wind it up. Oh, and he tries to do the Jack Eichel post-it dunk move, and he loses the puck, and now Canisius goes all the way back. Let it be known it's not Eichel's move. He was just the last player to do it. Here is the play through Geneseo through the neutral ice, and again, Fatzinger's just easily going to gather it and fire it all the way down the ice, as 40 seconds have already dissipated on this Geneseo power play. Bryson Roberts gains neutral ice. Here come the Knights. On the backhand they go. Aiden O'Brien looking in front. Nobody home, just calmly holds on to the puck until it almost slips up, but he finds Clancy. Clancy having a hard time finding the pass, and another relatively easy clear by Patrick Larocque. And that's half of the power play and some change.
Geneseo making a change with some frustrated looks coming back to the bench on the inability to really get anything set up so far with this man advantage.
I have noticed that the puck seems to be sticking a little bit to the ice right now, but here comes Shields for Perez. 41-41 does not find its way to the net. I am having way too much fun with that. Puck is sent all the way down onto the Geneseo goaltender, as now Henning is going to hit the brakes and look to rewind. Henning gets by one forechecker. He gains the blue line. Henning gets in, looks for the cross. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but Geneseo gets to set up right below the goal line. There is nobody at the point right here. They need to be careful. Now they reset for Perez. For Henning, shot from the dot, loose. It looked like it was going to be loose, but the puck jumped, and it's picked up there by Speranza. Tiptoeing the line, looking for the drop. Canisius is at full strength. Speranza's got room. There's the shot. What a save by Hurley! Oh my goodness! What a save there by Matthew Hurley, as Jaganya gets a shot from the dot. It looked like it was wide open, and then Hurley comes over full stretch, makes the save, and there's no rebound as he's laying flat on his stomach, and Hurley again keeping it a 1-0 Canisius lead.
Take note of that save right there as potentially being a key one. About midway through the second period, that was a gorgeous setup for the Knights. It looked like it was going to be I'm not going to say a sure goal, but it was a great opportunity. Maybe their best one all game, as you were about to say there, Sean, I think. And Hurley making a big save, his biggest so far. And that one might be the one that you circle as being a key factor later on.
Well, Geneseo trying to do something about that. Is there some chaos coming down low as Geneseo gathers down below the goal line? Neat stick right there to knock it off. But again, the puck, they're having a hard time getting the puck out of the zone. Good board play there as the puck is frozen right by the Huber Mobility Equipment ad. We don't have the virtual ads here on Nickel City Hockey Network, so you get to see everything. Here comes Conta. Fires it in as he gains center ice, and it's picked up by Braden Yangst. Fires it around, but Geneseo gets to it first, and they're looking to break it out, but the puck is just spun down low. Looking in front for Baumgartner, but again, collapsing defense by the Knights prevents a scoring opportunity. Here's Jackson Guck. He's looking to get free of a defenseman. He sends one to the front of the net, and a good defensive play there. Another good defensive play by Vitello to keep the puck away from his goal crease. Active stick right there by Conta. That's going to find its way all the way down the ice, and we will get an icing with 12:32 remaining here in the second period.
So far here in the second, it looks like Geneseo has taken a page out of Canisius's book, at least what I saw them doing in the first period. really trying to force that puck to the front of the net in the area right in front of Hurley. Like to see both teams try to work it more towards the points as both teams are collapsing their defense towards the front of the net. Use the points to your advantage. Some talented blue liners on both sides. Could be an opportunity to really get some good looks from distance in this game.
Yep, every shot, when you got a goaltender playing as well as Hurley is, you got to take the 99 Dallas Stars approach. I'm going to try not to cry after saying that, but you just fire it from every angle. Eventually, one's going to bounce your way, and that's what Geneseo seems to be trying to do. Maybe not auto-K firing, but you can see the goalie's pads. They're putting it on the net. Face-off won by Canisius as Vitello sends it up the far wall, but it's picked up there by Shields, and he fires it back in. Going to get a race for it, but Militello's going to get there first. But again, it looks like the players are just having a difficult time getting all of their stick on the puck right now. Both teams are having this issue. I wonder if it's just the ice or if just the playoff game is having some guys gripping their sticks just a little tight. Play is way offsides for Canisius. They're going to need to tag up, and that's going to give Shields an opportunity to gather the puck. And he gets it through neutral ice. Nice little tap pass, and then here comes Campbell Finley. He finds Clancy in a good defensive play by Vitello to send it up, and he's got Nick Woods at the blue line. Nick Woods sneaking behind the defenseman at the point, and he gains the line. Puts a nice move on the defender, shovels one to the net. He did have help going to the front of the net, but a good defensive clear by the Knights. Woods again. He's got great edge work, and he's putting it on display here. Stick is taken down. Physical play there by Woods. He's got Okanto with a nice move. Sends it to the front, and he scores! Nick Woods nose to the grindstone, finds Kanta. He was looking for a pass, but it hits a skate in front. What did I just say, Aaron? Throw them at the net. They'll bounce their way in. Canisius, 2-0 lead.
It's not how Kanta drew it up, I'm sure, but he's not going to complain one bit. 14 goals during the regular season, adds a big one here in second period play. A 2-0 cushion is going to be a tough one to overcome here, especially with the way that Hurley's been playing in this contest so far.
No, Kanto with a really nice move to create the opportunity. Got some puck luck there. And Canisius opens the second period with a 2-0 lead, and now the pressure is on Geneseo. Let's see what Canisius does here, as well as Herring is going to skate through neutral ice. Herring gains the line, looking for the far pass right there, but it's Perez keeping it alive. Perez finding Vetter. Vetter looking to create some space for himself, and Speranza has the puck here on the near wall. Play read beautifully by Larocque. Oh, Matthew Larocque looking to spring his brother, but he gets down there. How Geneseo allowed Larocque to chase that puck down, I have no idea, but Fifield making a great save to keep it 2-0. Speranza, again, not able to make the pass, but it creates a play for Perez, and a back check by Larocque prevents a scoring opportunity. Usually icing is not the ideal play, but when you kind of get backed off on your heels the way Canisius might have been, just a reset for a face-off is far from the worst outcome, right, Coach Alpern?
That's exactly a good point there, and I'd like to see Larocque making plays at both ends of the ice on that exchange. He was the one in the offensive zone getting the opportunity and then making sure he was one of the 4 players back defensively. Turned into it looked like it was maybe going to be a 2-on-2, turned into a 2-on-4. Canisius snuffing out that opportunity pretty easily.
Nick Woods set up the most recent goal. Woods, he's got great speed, and he's going to go to work on Bryson Roberts. Woods looks to send one to the front of the net. Good defensive play right there. Guess who? Owen Allaire. And now here comes Sucher. Looking to walk around. Here's Bryson Roberts. He gets some help there from Sucher, who just fires one. I think the puck rolled on him, as it's going to be Owen Allaire. In my opinion, he's been the best Geneseo Knight, and he's looking to jump into the play, but that leaves his point wide open, and here comes Canisius. It's Woods again. Down low it goes to Matthew Larocque, blockered away there by Fifield. Hoffmaster reads that play perfectly and chips it ahead for Larocque, who then goes for Mason Clark. Back for Larocque it goes. Puck is knocked down out of the air. Hoffmaster picks it up with one hand. He's got someone streaking if he sees him. Hoffmaster, cross ice it goes. He scores! Tyler Bouchard again, and it's Ronan Hoffmaster, the card dealer, dealing aces today. He has connected on 5 beautiful passes, 2 in the back of the net, and Canisius is looking like they're ready to kick down the floodgates.
Canisius taking advantage of a great passing play there in the offensive zone, but it started in the neutral zone with what looked like to be a little bit of difficulty on the change for Geneseo. Interesting feature to this rink, the boards are a little bit extra high versus what you see in most rinks. Tough boards to hop on the change. Pretty much everybody will be using the door during this weekend's play.
Ooh.
In that case, a couple players kind of ran into each other and allowed that seam to open up along the wall, and the Griffs taking advantage, making it a 3-0 game now. Great pass there by Hoffmaster.
Clancy looking to spring the breakout. Mason Clark reads that like a children's book, and he finds Hoffmaster. Hoffmaster, another dish! And he's just finding everybody right now. Great back check at the last second to prevent a scoring chance as Canisius, they are doing a lot of pressure here, but that's going to lead to a 2-on-1. Militello finds Clancy, and there's the brick wall. Hurley keeping it a 3-0 game.
Hurley's had 2 huge saves here in this period. That alongside the 3 goals at the other end of the rink, and Canisius has definitely got a lot of wind in their sails and all the momentum in this game.
Clancy looking to do something about that as he's going to skate through neutral ice. He finds Militello. Militello just fires it on in, and Mason Clark going to mohawk his way back behind the net, and he's just going to gently, Canisius will do this all day, just play catch with the puck. As it is going to be Grant. He stood up neatly at the line, but support from Conta, the second goal scorer, comes in and keeps the play alive. Perez steps around a traffic jam. He's got some time and space, but Conta, heavy on the back check, runs him down. Yeah, that's an effort penalty, but a penalty nonetheless. Love the back check there by Conta. He knows it, but loses an edge, takes a man out. Geneseo, if any team has ever needed a power play, Aaron, I think Geneseo may have needed one as badly as anybody at this point of the game.
And
they got to do something with it, but
yeah, three goals against during this second period. It's a power play that certainly will be welcomed by the Geneseo Knights. Let's see if they can have a little bit more success in terms of getting things set up and really getting some good looks against Hurley here, because it's going to take a really good look and an excellent bit of execution in order to get one past him.
well, it helps that Matthew Larocque has been excused from the faceoff dot, so they're just going to pop his brother in there to take it against Guck, and Guck wins that beautifully. Shields creates the shot, deflected in front, and Hurley adjusts the blocker to make the save. That boy is seeing everything tonight. Play to the front of the net, and there's the paddle for Hurley. He is everywhere. Nice, easy clear as 20 seconds are down, and then Larocque is going to get he's coasting, and he's going to get there first. Is he that fast, or are they just losing him?
Well, that was one where I think the Geneseo coaching staff and teammates would have liked to see their netminder come out and play it, but not too much time back there behind the net before it's knocked free.
Clancy looks to put a nice move on. He does maintain possession, but a sweep check gets the puck off of his stick and down, but the puck is launched into the bench, so we're going to get a whistle with 7:14 to go in the second period. 1 minute, 17 seconds remaining in the Geneseo power play.
So far, not a whole lot going on the power play in terms of getting things set up there on the offensive end. Would just like to see Geneseo establish possession, get it set up in the O-zone, and really start getting good looks there.
Neutral zone play here as O'Brien puts it right on the stick of Mason Clark. Mason Clark, though, has to deal with some forecheck pressure, but a good stick there by the big defenseman. But Geneseo looking to get set up. Nice move, but that's a very, very long distance to feather a backhand. And Matthew Hurley, no traffic in front, able to see that as we're down to a minute remaining in the Knights' man advantage. Face-off won there by Bouchite. Oh, here we go. Tyler Bouchite. He's going to have to deal with Shields, but here he comes. Bouchite. Sneaky shot for the pad. Save made by Feifeld. Bryson Roberts. He's got some time and space. Glides in over the line. Drops it back for Clancy. Clancy takes a shot. Hits a skate in front. Goes into the corner. And Bouchite picks it off. Here we go. If they go with him, they got two. Bouchite. Oh, he's gone. See you later, dude. Here's Bouchite. Looking for three. Shoots. Scores! 1, 2, 3 for Tyler Bouchite. There's a hat thrown onto the ice as the Canisius Griffins. And then Geneseo's going to take the hat and throw it out because, of course, they are. It is 4-0 Canisius, and they are letting them have it right now, Aaron. Another hat thrown on the ice, and they're going to throw it out again.
Second shorthanded goal of the period for Tyler Bushite. As
Geneseo should just decline the power play at this point.
Yeah, it certainly has not been the sort of man advantage that I know they were hoping for with this one. That one looks like it could be the dagger as well, as we still have plenty of time left here to go in second period play, but all the momentum that you could possibly have in a game has been garnered by the Golden Griffins here in second period play. 4 goals, 2 of them shorthanded, and this most recent one as dramatic and skilled as you can see.
I don't want to say a team is deflated, but as soon as Bushite got going, there were no back checkers for Geneseo. I don't want to say it's deflated, but they're in tough straits right now, especially dealing with a goaltender playing as well as Matthew Hurley is. But let's see if Geneseo can make something out of this offensive possession. Allaire takes a shot. Oh, and that was the opportunity right there, but a rolling puck prevents it. Speranza, here's a shot. Good wire there by Speranza, but it's deflected at the last second. Fotzinger through neutral ice. Here come the Griffs. Puck is dropped into the Knights zone as it's spun around as Braden Yanks is going to head in there. He's going to get there first with little resistance. Puck's chipped out, and let's see if Henning can do anything with it. Henning looking for some help. His teammates are changing with the long change here, and it's just going to be easily... Well, it should have been easily lifted over to Conta, but he all of a sudden has 3 forecheckers on him, but he does get the puck out to neutral ice. Geneseo firing the puck in, sending 1 light forechecker in, and Canisius will do this all day, just volley the puck out of the zone if they need to. Here comes Vetter. Vetter looking to create. Back it goes to Clancy. Clancy spins it around, and he's looking for Downey. Downey has the puck neatly taken off his stick as Kevin Krause has to deal with Clancy. Speranza, and the shot toe save made there by Hurley. Hurley seeing everything and playing his angles to perfection right now. A goaltender coach would shed a tear watching this. Mason Clark, let's see what he's got offensively. Nope, not interested. That's a shot on goal for him. His Corsi number is green as he goes off for a change. Through the zone it goes. Long shot. Oh, I don't think Hurley saw that coming, or he just didn't bother to flag it down. Puck is sent down low. Here's Downey looking to chip it in front, and the big size 42 skate of Fotzinger got in the way there. There's a sneak shot from Shorts. Looks like Matt Hurley was kind of caught out to lunch right there. The puck finds the 5-hole. Geneseo not done yet. It's a 4-1 Griffins lead.
Yeah, maybe kind of like the previous shot just a moment ago from the neutral zone that it looked like Hurley was not ready for or picked up very late and tried to make an attempt at it. Not sure he ever got himself settled after that. About 8 or 9 seconds later is when the shot came in from the point. A screen was there set up in front of the netminder, but not sure he was really set the way he would want to be for that shot. So after going a perfect 22 for 22 for his the majority of this game, it is shot number 23 for Geneseo that finally gets past him, and the Knights are on the board, making it a 4-1 game.
All right, well, that definitely woke Geneseo up a little bit as they're buzzing a little bit now. I mean, if they can get one more before the period ends, who knows? Geneseo ratcheting up the physical play, and here they come. Let's see if they can take advantage. Here comes Sucher. Nathan Sucher looks to go inside and outside, but it's picked up nicely by Larocque. Here comes Larocque. There's a shot, I think at the very last second that might have been deflected. We have 2 guys down behind the play. I think they just got tangled though. No animosity here as Canisius goes D to D. Uh-oh. Here comes Sucher. He's got a look. Rolling puck. There's the shot. Back check. Hurley gets over. The puck is still loose in front of the net. And a great back check by Canisius. And Nick Woods chips it ahead. He's got Guck on him. Nick Woods patiently. Oh, he dangled himself, and he stick-handled himself into submission right there. Nick Woods, a high-end talented player. Little too much right there. But Vitello back in position. Opposite boards he goes. But a nice bench change there by Herring keeps the play alive for the Knights. Sucher in front of the net, and that's the biggest save by Hurley right there. That would have made this a brand new, not a brand new game. Momentum shift, gets his pad down. It's going to be an icing, but Hurley, after letting one, I think he would probably tell you he wants back, comes up big on the doorstep right there.
That's what you call responding to adversity. A goal that he probably wants back, and right in the exchange after that, he looks as good as he's looked all game. So turn the page, put it behind you. That's exactly what Hurley's done an excellent job of here in period 2, keeping it 4-1.
Matthew Larocque going to lean in to take the face-off against Speranza. It's going to be possession Canisius initially until Paro picks it up. Shot from a tough angle. Hurley, no trouble there. Right into the breadbasket and holds on as we've got 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here in the second period.
Face-off going to be to Hurley's right as Canisius getting a fresh line out there for this defensive zone draw. 2:23 to go in the period. Still plenty of time for Geneseo to continue to chip away. They have the most recent goal in this game. Another couple of good opportunities before the horn, and this could be a brand new game when we get to the third.
And that's what Geneseo is going to look to do. Perez from a tough angle in front of the net. Oh, I thought it went in, but it just went outside. Yeah, Geneseo sending 4 on the forecheck. I love it. You're down 3. All bets are off. Creating turnovers right there, but Canisius, they're dealing with a lot of pressure right now, but the one thing I am noticing that they are not doing, they are perfectly fine if they have to take an icing versus try and force one up the middle or make a pass that could get intercepted. I'm not seeing them sitting in prevent right now, but you definitely you need to avoid mistakes right now because the only way Geneseo gets back into this is if you let them.
Fresh line coming out here for Geneseo's. We're under 2 minutes to play in the period. One last push from the Knights. At least that's what they're hoping for as we get the false start on the face-off. Linesman blowing the play dead. Yeah. Now he'll have to skate after the puck before we can get things restarted again. That's
a bummer for Shields because he wanted to do the shot play right there, and he had it, but he jumped a little early right there. Guck leaning in to take the face-off. He wins it. Shields gets dumped by Hoffmaster, but he does keep the play alive. Guck looking to create room for himself. He does, and the puck is fed just wide. Puck is sitting in the slot right there. We got a race for it, and Canisius just getting in the way right now. Grant having some trouble. There's a shot right there, and the play's kept alive by Geneseo. Fotzinger dialing up the physicality. Geneseo comes out with the puck. They're looking for a tip play. Puck is chipped. Oh, what a bounce. Here he comes again. And it's 4! 4 in a period for Tyler Bouchite. Tyler Bouchite, a human highlight reel here in the second period. He gets the benefit of a pretty pond hockey-ish hop. It does not matter. Goes on his backhand, pulls the string, gets his 4th of the period, and Canisius gets their 4-goal lead back.
It looked like it was a pretty innocent play in the neutral zone, but the dangerous forward from Canisius was waiting for that puck in a dangerous spot, and it took the exact bounce he needed it to. When things are going right, things are going right. When you're going to score 4 goals in a period, obviously there's a lot of skill needed to do it, but a bounce that helps here or there obviously will be welcomed. And in this case, it's exactly what was needed to make it a 5-1 game now for Canisius. Geneseo got the goal to start chipping away. Canisius got it right back.
Yep, and what do they say, Aaron? Sometimes the puck finds the hot stick right there. That is what is happening today for Tyler Bouchite. Well, Ronan Hoffmaster was finding him until that bounce, but still Bouchite having an outstanding game in period. And Geneseo again on the attack with Perez. Perez sends it to the front of the net. He's going to get the puck off the bounce for now, but Braden Yanks is just going to chip it down the ice. This might be icing, but oh! I feel like a lot of people are real mad about that if this game is close, Aaron.
You heard a little bit of a debate and discussion objection from the Canisius bench, but they are leading by 4, so it didn't really last a whole lot.
And if I may, Aaron, games like this, especially with an opponent like this, that leads to a hit, leads to some extracurriculars. I think the refs might be aware of that and might be doing something to get one step ahead. Be that as it may, the puck is chipped down the ice below the Canisius goal line, where the puck is overskated by Baumgartner. Shot from a tough angle, goes over the bar, and Roberts is going to have to retreat in his own zone with now 15 seconds remaining here in the second period. Pass read beautifully. Baumgartner's going to get a shot here. He does not take the shot, but he does maintain possession. And that should do it. 3-2 and long shot. He got a lot of it, but he missed the net, but that's all right. As Canisius comes out and puts their pedal to the metal here in the second period. 4 goals from Tyler Bouchite, 1 goal from Joshua Kanta, and then Neil Downey gets the tally for Geneseo. You will now see a 5-1 Canisius lead heading into the third, Aaron.
Interestingly enough, it was actually Geneseo with the advantage in shots in that period, 17-11. So part of the story was Tyler Bouchite and his 4 goals in that period, 2 of them coming shorthanded, but also certainly need to mention Matthew Hurley, his excellent play in that period, stopping 16 of 17. I'm sure he's still cursing himself about the one that got by, but he has been excellent. There were 4 or 5 really solid saves in that period to make sure that Canisius had an opportunity to pull away as they did during that period. Still 20 minutes to go from Northwest Arena, and we'll see if Geneseo can get a bit of a response here as we get ready for the third.
And like Aaron said, that will do it here for second period play before we step away for the ice resurface. If you do enjoy the amateur, high school, and college hockey we provide here on Nickel City Hockey Network, please go to our YouTube page, our Instagram, or our Facebook. Please like and subscribe so we can continue to bring you the best of amateur, high school, and college hockey here on the internet. Once again, 5-1 Canisius Golden Griffins lead over the Geneseo Knights. We're going to resurface the ice, and we'll be back for third period action. And welcome back to Northwest Arena here as we are just about ready for third period action here in the UNYCHL Division III semifinal, where the Canisius University Golden Griffins hold a 5-1 lead over the Geneseo Knights. The second period was taken over essentially by Tyler Bouchard getting 4 goals, but in order for that route to happen for Canisius to get their lead, we were treated to some unbelievable goaltending by goaltender Matt Hurley. Got one snuck through the 5-hole, but he made 5 or 6. I think I might even missed a few. Huge, possibly difference-making saves, including a diving, sprawling save when the game was 1-0. Shortly thereafter, Canisius took a 2-0 lead, and then after letting a goal that I think he will tell you himself he'd probably want back, Geneseo had an opportunity to get a second one, made another huge save, and here we are 5-1 as now we are approaching miracle territory for Geneseo to get this thing tied. However, that kind of thing does tend to happen in the playoffs, so buckle up for an exciting 20 minutes of hockey.
Yeah, anytime you see a 5-goal period, you would have to assume it's just an offensive outburst from the team that scores 5. In this case, it was more done at the defensive end and then turning the defense into offense. Geneseo actually having the advantage in shots in that period, 17-11, but Hurley stopping 16 of 17 shots, giving his team the support needed in order to create the offense at the other end. And excellent work getting 5 goals in 11 shots in that frame. Overall shots 27-25 in favor of Geneseo, and the Knights are going to need a lot of shots here in this third period if they're going to have any hopes of a comeback.
Well, the comeback is going to start now if it's going to happen, as Jake Herring will lean in to take the faceoff against Matthew LaRocque, and we are underway here in the third period. Herring, the faceoff man, is going to gain the line. He's going to slam on the brakes, and he's going to cycle the puck all the way around, where Nelson is going to pick the puck up for Geneseo. Fotzinger takes the puck away and then puts his man on the deck, gets the puck in the corner again. Dangerous looking pass, but it all worked out. And now there's a race for it here with Canisius. Big stick right there by Nelson to keep the breakout away from the puck, from the Griffins' blue line, but Mason Clark is going to backpedal into his own defensive zone. Ooh, Clark almost had that saucer pass intercepted. It was knocked down illegally with a high stick, and we are going to get a whistle here in the first 40 seconds of third period play. And once again, if you do enjoy the amateur, high school, or college hockey content provided here at Nickel City Hockey Network, please go to our YouTube channel, our Instagram, or our Facebook page so we can continue to provide you all of the best amateur, high school, and college hockey on the internet. That is NickelCityHockeyNetwork.com. Looks like Jackson Grant has been excused from the faceoff dot, so Tyler Bouchard, the hottest stick in Jamestown right now, wins the faceoff clean. Vitello has 2 men on him, just backhands the puck down low as it's going to be Bryson Roberts. Bryson Roberts looking to chip it ahead for himself. He has a good skate to prevent the turnover he almost caused himself. And Geneseo looking to start it up, and it's going to be Militello. Militello slams on the brakes, gets it in front of the net. There's a pass in front. There's the shot. Oh, and they missed the open net. Door was open there for a moment, but it goes by the wayside. O'Brien, he's got some company. Puck is sent all the way around, and it's picked up again there by Roberts. Roberts looking to feed it in front of the net. He's down below the goal line, looking in front. Roberts puts a move on, feeds it in front of the net again, and Geneseo looking for the stuff. They cannot find it. They're just peppering the goal any which way they can to get pucks near the blue paint. Canisius trying to get out of the zone. They will here as Vitello gets it to center ice. Hoffmaster takes a shot. He has that tipped just wide, but Canisius is going to send it down low. And yes, Canisius, they are going to make sure they're in perfect position and making sure they're not caught changing just to preserve what they have. Don't let anything squeak through. Geneseo trying to break that forecheck. Oh, and a nice move there by Guck, and he scores! Wow, Canisius trying to play 5 on defense, and Jackson Guck just knifes right through it and puts one under the bar. An absolutely gorgeous goal by the Geneseo centerman, and it's now 5-2 Griffins.
Great individual effort. Obviously, that is the first thing that one would think of when they see a goal like that. defense, though, was in exactly the position you would want to be. It was a 1-on-2, Guck making the individual effort there to get through the two defensemen, and then the pretty finish as well. Sometimes when you kind of end up in that defensive position, you can get a little bit complacent. I don't know if that's what happened with Canisius there, but new life here for the Knights.
And the Knights win the faceoff and immediately come down and put a puck on the net of Hurley. He gloves it down, and we're going to get a whistle here with 17:46 remaining here in the final frame. 5-2 Golden Griffins.
Next 5 minutes of this game going to be very important. Let's see whether or not Canisius can find their composure again and start exerting their will in this game as they had throughout that second period, or if there's some new life here from the Geneseo Knights.
Canisius getting to the puck first. They're just trying to get it out of the zone. They're having a hard time doing that. Kevin Kraus, he's going to get on his edges. Kraus chips it up, and it goes, but it does not get out of the zone. And Geneseo keeps it alive for now, but it goes up into the chest area of Conta, who does get it through center ice. Difficulty handling the puck, and Canisius is going to gain the zone. It's Braden Yankst. He kind of blows a tire right there, and let's see what we got here. Conta. Oh, he had Yankst behind everybody. Is that going to be an icing? That's a little less egregious. I think at the very end, the Geneseo player got a skate ahead. If the one call was an icing, consistency says that is as well. There will be some protest, understandably, but be that as it may, with exactly 17 minutes left in the third period, it's going to be an offensive zone faceoff for Geneseo.
I think those plays are such judgment calls that sometimes the linesman can say, yeah, one guy was going harder for the hash marks than the other one. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That might have been the case there because the Canisius player kind of let up as the Geneseo player put in the extra effort on the last couple strides.
Face-off tie-up. Let's see who comes out here with possession. Baumgartner tries to shovel it out of the zone. He doesn't. That's a nice save there on Speranza there by Hurley. Speranza probably didn't get everything he wanted to on that shot, but he was able to get the puck towards the net, and a big save again made by the Canisius goaltender.
And it came in so quickly that Hurley had a difficult time being set for that shot. That's really what made it difficult.
Calamity in the corner right here as 3 different players, now 4, are trying to dig away at the puck. Got to win these board battles here in this game. I mean, it feels a little bit closer than 5-2 right now. There's a shot by Shields, and they score! Carter Speranza, he's been everywhere. Shots on the point, gets through, like Aaron said. The next 5 minutes are important. Geneseo gets 2 and 4 minutes. Don't go anywhere yet. Geneseo is not going to go down without a fight.
It looked like it would take something just shy of perfection to get anything past Hurley. Twice, though, in the first 4 minutes of this third period, though, Geneseo has found the back of the net. Brand new life in this one. It's a 2-goal hockey game, and we have Canisius calling a timeout in response.
That's the right thing to do right there. It's not getting away from them yet, but it's right about to, and Canisius just going to look to settle things down. And if you're Geneseo, you get a break here, and you can get your guys out there with fresh legs. So the game of chess continues here with 16:20 to go here in the final frame.
I think you really put it quite well there a moment ago that it doesn't really feel like, at the moment, it didn't feel like a 3-goal game because of the way that it's mostly been in between the whistles and the quick surges from Canisius in the second period. A couple of plays notwithstanding, this is a coin flip game, and Geneseo is fighting their way back with that belief in mind.
How big is that little tiny pebble hop that sprung Tyler Bouchard for that 4th goal right now?
That's a huge difference in this one.
And how big are those saves in the second period? That's every play matters. It's never over here, especially in the playoffs.
Well, still a lot of time left, and certainly a lot of life in this Geneseo team as they can see certainly some daylight and a possibility to charge back here in this one, what would be an extremely dramatic comeback.
Absolutely. And Aaron, we have seen 8 goals in the last 22 minutes and 49 seconds of game time. So I don't think we're done seeing goals yet. It's just depending on who scores them and how many. Roberts keeps the play alive at the line. Oh, he puts a move on the defender. He's going to get a look. There's the shot. Hurley comes out tall on the pane. I don't know if that hit a defender or a shoulder. Either way, big block, big steer away. Canisius might be on their heels a bit, Aaron.
Certainly coming out of the timeout, Geneseo not letting off the gas one bit as they get that scoring opportunity right off the draw. Great play by Roberts at the point to give himself room and then let a good shot away, but good goaltending on the other side, just good hockey from both teams.
Let's see if Canisius can do something with some offensive zone time. They haven't had any in this third period yet. Plays kept alive by the Griffins. Fatzinger from the point fires it wide. Is that going to get out? Yes, it is. Klar loses the puck, and here comes Guck again. O'Brien. Guck is looking to put this team on his back right now, and that's the guy I would look to if I'm Geneseo. But here's Larocque. He's got help. Larocque gets around the D-man. Larocque back in. There's the big save there by Feifeld. I don't know if that got at the post, but Feifeld stayed with Larocque the entire way. Mason Klar's got some room. Klar takes a shot looking for the near post, fires it wide. Fatzinger one-timer, big save there by Feifeld as now Canisius is looking to get it going. Oh, it's because the net came off. I thought they called a penalty on that initially, Aaron. They didn't. The net just came off the pegs.
Yeah, player knocked down and the net coming off almost simultaneously in that case. But nothing coming out of that in terms of a penalty, just an offensive zone faceoff for Canisius as the Griffs have maybe found a little bit of new life after it looked like Geneseo was the team in full command of this third period. Canisius finishing up a change before this draw.
Jackson Grant's got to look over shoulder and be aware that his defensemen weren't set there. But either way, Grant's on his backhand looking to fire one to the net. Hoffmaster, who has been quietly one of the most important forwards for Canisius. He has been the facilitator for just about all of their offense. He's out there on the ice right now. If I'm Canisius, I am trying to find 15. So then he can find somebody that's open. But Vitello's going to get going. Vitello, he's talented in his own right. Vitello looks to put a move and a great sweep check right there at the end to prevent the shot. Hoffmaster from his wing position comes in support and just tries to get the puck into the zone. Oh, Bouchard had Vitello going. He tried. He almost kept that play alive, but just at the last second, Vitello came over the line. We're going to get an offsides here with 14:23 to go in the third period.
So Canisius with this group out here on the ice trying to get a little bit of a pushback. That does seem to be what the theme for the last couple of shifts for Canisius has been, as this new life Knights team has found that energy here in the third period. Now they might get an opportunity.
Oh, the puck just moved off of his stick right there. Oh, that's a tough bounce right there, as it looked like Mason was going to let one. Looked like Nelson was going to let one rip right there. 2-on-1. Never mind. They are back here, Shields, but it's Nick Woods waiting for the trailer, tries to go one-on-one, and Nelson makes a great defensive play. And then Nick Woods trying to facilitate it. He's everywhere right now, but Geneseo gets it as far as center ice, and that's as far as they're going to go. Here comes Canisius. Slamming on the brakes is Bobby Dickey. Still on his backhand to an open wing. Nobody home, but Canisius is going to get a change in right there. But Fatzinger doesn't see the streaker. Here comes Clancy walking in off the post. We were 2 centimeters away from a one-goal game, and for the third time, Hurley's bailed out by the goalie's pal. Oh my God, Aaron, that would have flipped this game on its head if that found the back of the net.
Even still, there could be some more momentum just gained from the way that this third period has gone for Geneseo as they get almost another break there for Allaire.
That's the guy right there. He's been the best player for Geneseo with Guck. I would be looking for him, but right now, Geneseo's got to get back. Larocque fires a high chest seeker. I think Canisius just wants the whistle to get back into some sorts so they can kind of catch their breath, because Riley Fatzinger was looking straight ahead. He never saw the streaker coming next to him, and then he was gone. And luckily for Canisius, that puck stayed out of the net. Baumgartner looking to win the faceoff. Cutter scores! They come out of nowhere. Clean faceoff win. Quick shot through traffic, straight through the 5-hole, and Canisius gets their 3-goal lead back, and at least for now, they stop the bleeding.
Huge shot there from Conta with a lot on it and getting it off in a hurry.
Just got over.
That was just enough on it to get through the netminder and creep across the line. getting it away quickly was the key there, and having just enough on it to get it the full distance across the goal line. The 3-goal lead is back in place for Canisius, and it couldn't have come at a better time for the Griffs because it seemed like Geneseo was pushing enough that it was just a matter of time.
Here comes Speranza. I don't think Geneseo is going to lay down just yet, and he's looking in front of the net. Baumgartner chips it off the wall and out to center ice where it's picked up by Allaire. Allaire sends it back in, but the linesman gets in the way. Oh, that's tough for Geneseo. Here comes Conta. He's looking for one now. Mason Clark jumping up from his defensive position, and that's going to lead a rush. Speranza, great back check there by Canisius, though. Canisius getting back on their horses and messing with the shot attempt. Nothing to the net here. Over the line it goes for Roberts. Roberts looking to the front of the net, and Mason Clark sticks out his boot and kicks that pass out of the air. Then throws a shoulder into Guck and dislodges him from the puck, but Geneseo's going to keep it alive. Another good keep until finally Conta, the goal scorer, is able to get the puck down. No icing. Canisius is going to get a change.
Wholesale change as well as all 5 players coming off the ice. Good quick change there. As we noted, the tall boards make it that much more of a challenge here, but Canisius on top of it, all 5 players.
3-1, here we go. Here's Bouchite. Bouchite across it goes, and Hoffmaster couldn't finish it. But Bouchite coming around looking for it. Oh, and another save. What do we got? What was the call here?
Referee blowing the play dead and then tapping his chest. I'm not sure if
he thought it was covered. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump you, Aaron.
Not a big deal.
No, the ref thought it was covered. He immediately tapped his chest right there. The ref does what you're supposed to do. You lose sight of the puck, you blow it dead. No harm, no foul. The puck ended up in the corner. So honestly, I think Canisius would actually prefer the face-off versus trying to chase the puck down in the corner. Well, never mind. They didn't win it, so the forecheck gets it back, though. Aiden O'Brien, nice little touch pass, but it's just too far ahead for Stucher. And Canisius goes back into the D zone. Here's Kevin Krause. Into the Geneseo zone it goes, and then the puck is turned over and neutralized, but Canisius is way offsides, and they couldn't really do much with the opportunity. But Geneseo coughs it right back up to them, only for Jackson Guck to get it himself, but nobody can seem to get the puck to settle down for him. Here's Guck. Yeah, do you think Canisius is aware of what he's capable of now? He went 1-on-3 and sniped, and now here comes Canisius. Time and space for Bouchite. Bouchite looking for the dirty dangle, just a little off kilter right there. Clancy's behind him again. This time the pass is, oh my! Hey, Aaron. Did you notice how he didn't get cross-checked in the side of the head for that?
I think the one Canisius player had the thought in mind, but...
yeah, we've all had the thought. It's just you don't do it. Anywho, now that I know it is possible for someone to get near a goalie without getting punched in the face, we are going to get a defensive zone face-off here for Canisius.
10:37 remaining in regulation. The 3-goal lead back in place, but still plenty of push coming from Geneseo. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to get that next scoring opportunity here in the near future, really try to give themselves enough time to get back in this one.
Yep, starts with one here, and Canisius knows that, and they're going to go. Vitello's going to go into the wall. Picked up by Canisius. They're going to exit. They're going to try to exit the zone, and now they will at least get out to center ice. And then Clancy sending it back, and now the puck is chipped into the zone. But again, stand-up defense there by Canisius. Oh, great defense by Shields, as that was one step away from. Oh, a nice reverse hit by Shields too. Clancy takes a shot. That's off escape, but it does touch glass, so we are going to stay alive. Nick Woods. He finds Bobby Dickey. He's got room if he wants it. He goes all the way around looking in front of the net. LaRock. Back to the point it goes. Oh, he is gone. See you later. Here comes Clancy looking for it again. Vitello on the back check, and Clancy whipped out the pitching wedge when he needed the 4-iron, and the puck goes over the crossbar.
Penalty coming up, though.
Oh, did he get bothered from behind it? Because that's the thing. He missed awfully high, and I was a little surprised by that. Did he get hooked or did he get slashed?
Some sort of call on the
it looks
on
like
the harassment, keeping that from coming together, and maybe a good penalty there in that moment for the slash call.
Considering that your penalty kill has been your best offense today, I would take that. I'm not condoning taking penalties, but Canisius has been outstanding on the kill today. Geneseo's power play has let them down, so maybe the tide turns here.
Surprised to see Canisius allowing another odd man opportunity like that. They seem to have been protecting the lead here for a while in this game, but still allowing Geneseo to get those types of opportunities. Strange to see in a moment where you're trying to play in not necessarily prevent defense, but certainly trying to protect the lead that you built.
Definitely they're in cover 4 right now trying to prevent the deep ball, but yeah, they're getting through them. And there's the bounce they needed, as that's going to get all the way down the ice. And Geneseo is going to set their break up, and Canisius is going to set up their penalty kill formation. They tried to set up a trap right there, but it was broken up nicely there by Roberts. Shields, back to Roberts. Roberts looking to put a move on Fatzinger, and he's not having any of that. Here we go again. Here's Bouchard, and he is gone. See you later. Bouchard in, forehand, 5-hole is slammed shut right there. Jacob Feifeld has had just about enough, and we get a penalty on the play. I didn't see it.
This was behind the play. O'Brien, the one being assessed the penalty. I know that he hit a he hit a Canisius player. The Canisius player was very slow to get up, and the referee right there to see that one. So not surprised to see the penalty call in that moment. Back to 4-on-4 for the next 121.
That is exactly the kind of selfish, undisciplined play that prevents a team from making a comeback. And let's see what we can get at 4-on-4 as LaRock wins the faceoff back to Dickey. Long shot from the point, deflected in front, and sweet, sweet justice, bad penalty. 5 seconds later, it's a 4-goal lead. And he's still going to argue. They got him again. That's what you get. You take a bad penalty, you argue after you get scored on, take another seat, my boy. It is a 7-3 lead for Canisius, and like we've seen for years, they cannot, Geneseo just cannot help themselves, and they're going to dig themselves another hole. 7-3, Canisius goes back to the power play.
And should be noted there, that looked like it was a pretty nice bat out of midair into the back of the net from Patrick LaRock. At least in the moment, it looked like the puck just kind of banged around in front of the net. Getting a quick look at the replay on the feed, it looked like LaRock actually knocked that one out of midair past the netminder to make it 7-3. And as you saw, the Geneseo player sent back to the penalty box after expressing his displeasure with the previous penalty call against him. See what sort of new infraction has been issued here, whether or not it's another 2 or a 10.
Nothing is on the board, but it's 4-on-4 at this point with a 7-3 game.
Yeah, it's a 2-minute minor. Might be a 4-minute penalty, actually. Still not up on the board yet as we wait for the official scorer to get it all locked in there.
Yeah, she's not moving, so I'm not optimistic that it's going to get up there anytime soon.
4-on-4.
4-on-4 we go.
And apparently it's a minute 14 minor penalty.
Okay. All right, so here comes Geneseo again. LaRock on his backhand, going D to D. Little miscommunication right there. They were looking for Dickey. That's going to go all the way down, and we're going to get an icing here with 8:29 here remaining in the third period. And once again, if you enjoy our high school, amateur, and college hockey provided here on the Nickel City Hockey Network, please do go to our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and our Instagram. Please like and subscribe so we can continue to provide you all of the best amateur, high school, and college hockey that Western New York and the surrounding areas have to offer. That is NickelCityHockeyNetwork.com. Face-off won by Geneseo, but the puck goes into neutral ice. Owen Allaire goes D to D, and then Nelson, very, very pretty tic-tac-toe passing by the Knights. But LaRock is going to gather the loose puck, and it's going to be his brother Matthew. Not in any hurry to push anything, as Canisius is going to be perfectly content just sitting on the puck right here. And from this angle, it doesn't look like Geneseo is going to push back too hard on it.
4-goal lead with 8 minutes to go, and now it's essentially just a case of keep your head about you. Don't do anything that is going to hurt you in future games. The championship game coming up tomorrow, as it looks like Canisius is earning their spot in that final, a chance to repeat as Division III champions in the UNYCHL.
Nick Woods has someone bearing down on him as Canisius is going to get a power play. Guck causes the turnover, but a heads-up play there by Dickey to swat the puck off his stick before he can get going. Guck again, though. Yeah, Canisius is not about to let him walk through them again. They are all over him as here comes Bouchite. Bouchite sends it out in front of the net, and okay, that's Aaron. It's like we're back at Cornerstone again.
Net coming off the moorings there as the netminder went to push across.
Even the goaltender looked aggravated by that, and it benefited him because he slid to his post and the net just bounced right off.
7:12 to go here in our first game of the day on the Nickel City Hockey Network. 2 Division II semifinals coming up next. It is going to be the Cortland Red Dragons taking on Redeemer in our next matchup. That's coming up at 2:30. Then it's Jefferson Community College and St. John Fisher at 5 o'clock. That will be followed by the D3 nightcap. Jamestown Community College squaring off against Gannon.
Oh, right through the wickets, and here we go. Here comes Perez. He's got a man with him if he sees him. Oh, that's terribly unfortunate. He just got Charlie Brown by the puck. Here comes Geneseo. Henning chipping it into the Canisius zone as Dickey's going to get on his edges and then go D to D for Vitello. Vitello's got 2 guys bearing down on him. He calmly finds Bouchite, and Bouchite just putting his head down and going to work right now. Bouchite, one on the entire team, gets one to the front of the net, nobody home, and he draws a penalty. Tyler Bouchite going full sicko mode today. Draws another penalty, it looks like. And, yeah, the frustration is setting in with Geneseo. It is noticeable as one guy has just taken it to you for an entire game.
Yeah, and this is essentially just a question of how this one winds down in the last 6:23 as Canisius in command of this one. And now it's a question of whether or not they can continue to add to it as they get yet another man advantage opportunity.
Ronan Hoffmaster on the point. He has been dealing today. Puck's in front of the net. I think that's in. No, it's not. No, he kept it out. Great save there by Feifeld as he drops the glove behind his butterfly and keeps the puck on the line. Referee in perfect position to see it. Great save by the Geneseo goaltender, keeping his wits about him as we're going to get a face-off coming up to the glove side with 6:14 to go here in the third.
Great work by our camera operator, Jeff Jazarowski, getting us a nice clean view of that scramble in front of the net and getting a good look at seeing how the netminder had kept that one from getting past him.
I'm still not buying his first drink tonight. Here comes Canisius looking to break out of the zone. Ronan Hoffmaster. If he was 6 inches taller, he'd look like Joe Thornton today with the dishing. Hoffmaster threw them all, and he got picked at the last second and off the bar. And the net came off again. Yeah. Granted, that's not surprising. That post took a bit of a jostle right there. And we are going to get another faceoff as only 30 seconds has come off the clock in this Canisius power play. Getting a lot of whistles here late here with 5:47 to go here in the third period.
Hoffmaster splitting the defense and getting a great look. The rebound came right out to LaRock, but save made, post coming off at the exact same time, keeping this one 7-3, but still plenty of time left on this Canisius power play.
Here comes Hoffmaster. Plenty of time and space and plenty of ice. Gets on his backhand, jump cuts through 2 of them, and then he finds LaRock. Here's Canisius again. LaRock fending off a physical check right there, gets it down low. Puck is cleared all the way out to center ice here with 45 seconds remaining here in the Canisius man advantage. As Patrick LaRock through center he goes. LaRock looking to put a move on the defender. Doesn't pull it off.
And the
net comes off.
This has been the slowest moving third period in the history of hockey.
At some point, we got to do something about this. I mean, you breathe on this net, and it goes flying off.
Faceoff's going to be outside the zone, however, as we are under 5 minutes to go in regulation. Canisius all but certain to have locked up a spot in tomorrow's D3 championship game where they will try to repeat as UNYCHL Division III champions. Question of who they will meet will be decided tonight at 7:30 as Jamestown Community College squares off against Gannon in our nightcap from Jamestown.
Canisius at center ice. Bouchite, cross ice it goes. Puck in some skates right there, but good team conversion there by Canisius to gather the puck. Bouchite again. That time gets the puck neatly taken off of him by Owen Allaire, and the puck is sent all the way out to center ice, but it is immediately fed right back up to Conta. Conta looks to put a move on him. Here he comes. Conta walks in, takes the shot, and it got tipped at the last second out into the netting as Conta's looking for his third of the game as well, as we have 4:19 remaining here in the third period.
And it looks like Geneseo's starting to run out of steam as well. They've had a couple of different charges back into this game after Canisius opened up leads. Canisius looked like they had this game well in command in the second period, coming into the third with a 5-1 lead. Geneseo storming back for 2 more goals to make it 5-3. But just when it was starting to look like there was new life for Geneseo, Canisius finding a couple more goals, opening up what is now a 4-goal advantage. Just 4 minutes and 19 seconds now, the only thing separating Canisius from a date in the championship game tomorrow afternoon.
Clayton's going to lean in to take the face-off against Guck. Clayton wins it, and the puck sent back. There's the shot, nothing doing there as the puck goes wide, but Canisius chases it down by Braden Yankst. But it's going to be Guck who's going to get it through center ice for Clancy. Here's Clancy. Takes a shot, big, hard snap shot, shouldered away there by Hurley. Puck's chipped ahead there by Guck. Guck looking to push it ahead of the D-man. That's Mason Clark. Oh, good pass in front under the stick of the kneeling Mason Clark. Nothing doing there. Oh, Clark gets his pocket picked, but Hurley on his toes swallows that with the blocker arm, and we're going to get a whistle with 3:43 remaining in the third period.
Hurley certainly hasn't been as busy as he was in the second period, but on top of his blue paint, ready to make a save when he's needed. And now that's 32 of 33 on the game for the Canisius netminder. Sorry, 32 of 35 for the Canisius netminder so far in this one. 7-3 is the Golden Griffins' lead.
LaRock, we got a race for it here. Nick Woods, he's got guys. He's been hooked all the way, and he still gets a high, hard shot off right there. Big save made by Jacob Fifield. And now here's Perez. Takes the shot. Gloved away there by Hurley in perfect position for the rebound. And then the cavalry comes and clears it out of the zone. Nick Woods gets buried into the wall, but he is no worse for wear as LaRock picks it up. LaRock looking in front of the net. Has nothing. Goes to the point. Puck sent down low. And the puck sent through neutral ice, and a board rider is going to find its way over to Shields. Canisius doing a great job keeping puck possession for now, but there it's picked up by Geneseo. Over it goes. There's the long shot looking for the tip. Chest high, no deflection there. Geneseo looking to keep possession. Shot from Schwartz. Doesn't get through, and then here comes LaRock. The LaRock brothers gaining the zone together.
Woods and Vetter going at each other behind the play as they come into the Geneseo zone. That started all the way back in the other end.
If I'm Nick Woods, I am not. Nick Woods is too good of a player to fall in the traps we have seen him fall into. He really needs to keep his head right now because his team needs him tomorrow. There's the play through center ice. Up it goes. Neat defensive play there by Nick Woods, and he just kind of coasted into the corner. That's what Canisius is probably going to do for the remaining 2 minutes. Just don't let anything weird happen, as LaRock is just going to float it into the zone. Geneseo appears to be out of gas right now. They're just trying to get this one to the garage. Yep. Hurley steers it to the side. Zero pressure on Kevin Krause. Through the ice it goes. No pressure, no foul there as Kevin Krause is going to pick it up again. Krause over for Dickey. Dickey calmly just reverses ice into his own zone and goes all the way around the net for Kevin Krause. Puck goes through neutral ice. Schwartz is going to coast back there, and it's going to be icing as we now have 1:25 here remaining in the third period, and I guess anything's possible, but I think it's safe to say that Canisius is basically about to punch their ticket to the Division III championship game tomorrow afternoon.
About set to win their 15th game of the campaign. And as this one winds down, you kind of wonder about how the way this third period has gone and whether or not it's going to have any carryover effect for Canisius, this hasn't exactly been great hockey in this third frame, and maybe some of those bad habits that you want to be worried about in a game that is pretty well decided.
At this point, like Aaron said, just keep it clean. Don't get into it. Don't do anything that'll get you off your habits. They played a great game so far today. Finish it strong and get prepped for tomorrow as we're down to 1:19 remaining, as this game is pretty much all over but the formalities. Canisius gets possession of the puck, but it's going to be Geneseo getting the opportunity from below the goal line. Looking for the tip play right there. Nothing doing as Canisius again gains possession. They're going to go D to D. Bobby Dickey through center ice, and the puck is chipped in right on goal. No icing, and it's just shoveled into the corner as we're down to 1 minute remaining here in regulation time. Up it goes through neutral ice. Here is Sucher. Sucher looking to sauce one over, and Hurley's going to hang on as we're down to the final 46 seconds remaining here in the third period in what has been, for the most part, a dominant effort by the Canisius University Golden Griffins.
And Tyler Buchheit being the big part about that. 4 goals, all coming in second period play, 2 of them shorthanded. Not going to say single-handedly picking his team up and carrying them, but he's a big reason why they have the lead, and it just became one less as a funny-looking goal in front of Hurley is scored by Geneseo.
That's the second one of those that have gone in today, as it's Michael Vetter banging one in, and Aiden O'Brien getting his goal for the game here, so it's now 7-4 with 40 seconds remaining as Geneseo, showing that fight and playing to the whistle. It's now a 3-goal game with 40 seconds left, so I guess that face-off play, get a quick shot and see what you can get.
And then do it again twice more.
Yes.
Oh! See, now this is exactly what you have to be worried about in a game that's well decided.
Right here, if I'm the refs, call this game. The Geneseo special, Aaron. Game's over. Let's hit a guy in the back.
Right off the face-off, he just basically took a sprint at the opposing player.
Seen it for years. What a way to end your season. Yep, and his teammates are cheering him on. Yep, all the boxes are checked right there. Let's applaud dirty plays. Seen it for years, Aaron.
The puck never even came
the team,
near the
and
guy
honestly,
either.
you know what? Kill me if you want. The team that should be in the championship tomorrow, the team that's respectable, has won the game, and the team that lost by 4 and got beaten by 1 guy is showing their colors right now.
Again, it's a bad look, the way to finish off. They had a lot of positives in this game that you could probably highlight, but
nope.
This is the way you're going to end it.
Nope. Cross-checking a player in the head, dumb penalties away from the puck, and then showing that you're mad that you lost and just scumming a player's not looking off of a face-off.
I didn't hear the announcement there, but it sounded like it got a reaction from the crowd.
I mean, if I'm the ref, I would just call it right now.
Well, one would hope they got the problem off the ice.
Are the fans going at each other right now?
Yeah, we had that yesterday.
And I apologize to any Geneseo fans that feel disrespected, but that right there is not hockey at a high level at all. It's a joke. Keep that in beer league.
Waiting to get the penalty up on the board here. 34 seconds, all that remains in this one. Said that it was all over except for the formalities, figuring out what the final score would be and seeing if there would be any late stupidity. Guess we answered that question.
We'll see how the last 30 seconds goes. As Canisius, they're just going to send the puck in because they got to preserve their bodies for a game tomorrow as we're down to the final 20. Puck is flipped out. Schwartz is going to skate it in. He's got a defender kind of in his back pocket, shrugging him to the side. Puck out to the blue line. Guck with a high shot. Puck seems to have jumped on him right there. And that'll do it. Canisius, they do get step 1 of the goal accomplished. They will get a chance to defend and repeat as champions. Geneseo, a good effort for the most part, minus some things that happens with that team. Good season for them nonetheless in a playoff berth, but it is Canisius with a 7-4 win, and they will advance to the championship game tomorrow afternoon.
Question is, who will they face? That will be decided tonight. The 7:30 matchup will be Jamestown Community College squaring off against Gannon. The winner of that one will face this Canisius Golden Griffins team tomorrow at 3 o'clock here from Northwest Arena in Jamestown. Obviously looking forward to you joining us for that matchup tomorrow, but be sure to join us for all of today's matchups as we have 3 more semifinal matchups coming up, 2 more in Division II. Our next one coming up probably about 30 minutes from now will be puck drop, and that will be Cortland squaring off against Redeemer. Cortland and Redeemer coming up here on the Nickel City Hockey Network in about 30 minutes. And then after that, it will be St. John Fisher and Jefferson. That game, I would guess, probably around 5:30, and now 7:30, 8 o'clock then for the Jamestown game, as our nightcap may be getting pushed back by some of the delays in this game. But 7-4 is the final score. Canisius getting a chance to repeat as UNYCHL D3 champs.
And like that said, that is going to do it here from this block of Nickel City Hockey Network. Join us in about 30 minutes for our second game of the day. Once again, I am Sean McHugh, thrilled to be able to be back in the booth after a bit of a hiatus and be able to deliver you the call of today's game. Color commentator and producer Aaron Alpern, camera operator Jeff Jezorowski. Thank you so much here for joining us here on the Nickel City Hockey Network. We're going to step away, and we'll be back for our second game in 30 minutes.